So I think it's most important to be very creative and to stand challenges. If you're having a crazy idea, I think the next to having the crazy idea, it's pretty important to fight the challenge, and even if it's a big challenge, try not to to find the problems, but to make it happen. So we come to the office, and then we sometimes have a brainstorming for new projects and try to find great ideas, put up some calculations and estimates for it, and then show it to the customer and the client to make him excited about it. And once he says, okay, let's go for it, let's do this idea, we start with the execution, and then do a lot of research depending on the project, trying to get all the important partners on board, and then execute the event or the campaign, whatever it is. We have some people in the team who started as an intern in the company, and then they went to kind of junior project leader to a senior project leader. Sometimes we also have senior project leader coming new into the company and having a lot of experience already when they start the new job. And so we have all different kind of people with different qualifications. Sometimes it's interesting to have like a technical experienced guy in the company. Sometimes it's good to have a very creative type of person in the company. So I think we need a lot of different expertises, and that makes the company come together. And we set up for the projects, we set up a calculation or cost estimate, send it to the client, and then we have a kind of project leader included, agency percentage to cover all the costs of the office and the telephones and the cars and things like this. And then the customer or the client says yes or no, and then we send them an invoice in the end. And in terms of the employees, they all have contracts. Usually they work for a very long time for Flimmer, and so they get their monthly fee depending on the qualification and how long they work for the company, how old they are, how experienced they are. It goes from an intern level to a senior project leader level. As I said, I want them to be very creative, and I want them to be interested in new things, and all kind of things, like technical things, social media things, and always keep the head interested in new things. And I want them to fight for the ideas, because the ideas we create, they are not very normal or classic ideas, but sometimes they are very crazy and unusual, and it's not easy to execute those ideas. So I want them to be fighters for a great idea. I think, there are different things that can be interesting. For example, you sometimes have skills in Photoshop or Adobe Premiere. That's, for example, a great thing, and we can use like an employee who has that as an experience. Sometimes they're more experienced in technical kind of things. How to put a lamp or sound system. Find the right sound system for an event or a campaign. So that's also something that's good. And if you have a kind of experience in event execution, that's also very good to have. Of course, driver's license is always great. So you don't need to drive a lot of taxi or have a driver. And all kind of experience out and additional qualifications are welcome.
Okay.